is really critical. And for a lot of us, it's not something that we're really comfortable doing. Luckily for us, there are a lot of tools out there that can help us with meal planning. Facts Up Front, for example, has a recipe database that can be used to find recipes that you and your family like, that are easy to prepare.
Recipes online for your family are a great way to start if you have some inspiration in your pantry and you're looking for something else to fill out for the meal. If you go to the Facts Up Front site, there's great recipes. I like to look in the pantry first and find a recipe using something that I've already got on hand.
It's really easy today to make those healthful swaps. If you've got a family favorite that's been in your life for generations and generations, you certainly don't want to take that away from your family. There are a lot of different ways to make it healthier. It could be something as easy as changing to a whole grain if it's a pasta or a rice or a cereal. It could be as easy as adding more vegetables to something that maybe has too few vegetables. Or it could be something as using a lower fat dairy product. But it is simple to do. It takes a little bit of research, but luckily there's plenty of tools out there to help.
When you start out with either ground turkey or you have chicken or you have lettuce that you want to turn into a meal and you have that combination of fresh with packaged goods, whether it's a reduced fat cheese or you have something that makes that combination a little bit easier. Top 3 tips for planning healthy meals would be to start with filling your plate half full of fruits and vegetables. And most people don't realize that includes fresh, canned, frozen, and dried. So if you have that variety at home, you will always have fruits and vegetables available. And then always having a variety of food groups. And I like to say for meal planning, at least 3 of the 5 food groups, and for snacks, 2 out of 5 food groups. Makes it really easy. For portion sizes for people, there's some really easy things. If you have a baked potato, it's the size of a computer mouse. If you're looking for a meat portion, it's about the size of a deck of cards or the palm of your hand. So there's some really easy ways for people to keep that in mind and make sure that their portions are kept in check for what they need.
I always say it's never too early to get your child into the kitchen. I can tell you from my personal experience, my son was in the kitchen with me as early as 14 months. He had his own stock pot, he had his own spices, closed of course. He had his own spatula and his own whisk. And he sat with me on the floor and played kitchen and played cook while I was making dinner. Today he does everything that I expect him to do and love for him to do in the kitchen, and he looks forward to it. Don't be afraid to bring your kids in the kitchen. It might be a little bit of a mess, but it's worth it in the long run because you're teaching them life skills, and that's something that they can take with them their entire life.